Oh, so it says that I'm live. Never done this before. Um, I'm going to assume that it's working. We'll see if anyone shows up. I got some whiskey to keep myself entertained in the meantime. And then, don't know how any of this works. Well, we'll see if anyone shows up. In the meantime, I'll just talk about some recent DVD purchases, DVD and Blu-ray purchases, and they're kind of things that I probably won't cover on my channel, at least anytime soon. But some of them are kind of interesting anyway, and some of them are total garbage. So we'll see. And then if the video is any good, maybe I'll save it and keep it up on the site. So there's here in Dortmund, there is a used DVD, Blu-ray store. Actually, they have everything: CDs, LPs, games, whatever. They are fantastic, and I go there a couple times a month, and they got really great prices. You get like DVD or Blu-ray for between €1 and like €6 normally. So normally three or five. So sometimes I'll go and just get two, one, a couple for €2, and they're normally garbage. But let's take a look at some of them, so you know what to avoid. Well, a few weeks back, I got this one. Another Deadly Weekend. I believe, though, this is the German title. I believe in America, it's called Muck, I think. Well, you could maybe guess, but the cover appealed to me, so that's why I picked it up. This movie it's about as trashy as that cover suggests, but it's so horribly put together that I can't really recommend it. It does have a few good ideas, though. At one point, which I thought was really funny, a woman is on a date with like a man or something, and she goes to the bathroom to like try on different like bra and panty combinations, which like she's in the bathroom of like a pub. So it's really funny to me that she took like 5 different sets with her to the pub and then changes in the bathroom. So it's that kind of movie. Not really worth watching. It's the editing is so bad, it's actually confusing what's going on at certain times. I have no idea how this guy got money to make this thing. Not a clue. I think everyone in here is like a Playboy model. So good for him though. Being able to put that kind of project together. But should you watch it? No, probably not. No, probably not. What else did I get recently? Something that's actually pretty good. Last time I was there, I got this Entity, the Entity. I had no idea what this was. I had heard about it somewhere. I don't remember where. And yeah, so they had it, and I got it, and I threw it in knowing nothing about it, and it's actually kind of cool. It's a little bit like a Poltergeist, except instead of kidnapping a young girl, the poltergeist entity, assaults a woman over and over and over again. So it's a pretty dark subject matter. Her performance, what was her name? Barbara Hershey. She had a fantastic performance. Worth watching for her. Worth watching anyway. It's kind of a cool ghost kind of haunting movie, which, despite the one guy talking about it, I don't think very many people have talked about this movie. So that's pretty cool. Entity. recommend watching that one, especially if you like Poltergeist, which Poltergeist is pretty cool, so why not? Why not? Anyone show up? No, I don't know what any of these symbols mean. Say hi in the chat if you show up, and then I'll have a better idea what's going on. And let me know if like my audio is weird or whatever. I've never used this computer for this. Never done this before anyway. And it's a new computer, so. What else did I get recently? Well, I got this thing, a Jailhouse. It's with C. Thomas Howell. That's what attracted me to it. I do like him, as anyone who likes The Hitcher does. I mean, he's pretty cool, or at least he was. This one's much more recent than like The Hitcher. Or is it called Hitchhiker? I think it's just called Hitcher. You know the one with Rutger Hauer? I think that's The Hitcher. Anyway, this movie is, the acting's okay, but the writing's pretty bad. It's supposed to be, it's actually kind of confusing what's going on a little bit. It's supposed to be, I eventually figured out, kind of like The Shining, where the guy, C. Thomas Howell's character, kind of goes crazy and then starts brutalizing the prisoners. He's like a prison guard, and he starts brutalizing and killing like the prisoners and treating his family badly. And so it's kind of like The Shining, a more extreme in terms of like the violence, I guess, just because there's more victims, right? In The Shining, not too many victims were available. But yeah, we just didn't do a very good job of sort of setting that up or explaining what was happening, and yeah, it just wasn't very good. And the writing is really hokey, like especially like with his wife and kid, like how they react to the way he's acting and the conversations they have. None of it feels realistic or good. It's not good. I don't think I'll ever watch this one again. It'll probably go back to the Andre, and they'll maybe give me 50 cents for it, and that will be fine. What else have I got recently? Bikini Bloodbath. This movie is garbage, complete and total garbage. The only reason I got it is because it has Debbie Rochon, which, she's awesome. And also 3.5 stars from Film Threat. They're normally pretty cool. Chris Gore and Alan and whatever. I don't know why they would give this movie 3.5 stars. It is complete trash. Like, ugh. It's hard to get through, actually. Yeah, it's terrible. I can't say anything good about it. Really stupid humor, terrible jokes, terrible plot. Everything's terrible. There's nothing good about this movie at all. It's just garbage. Definitely not 3.5 stars. Film Threat. Not even close. What else? Right next to the cash registers at the Andre, they have a box of Blu-rays and DVDs for €1, and they had this, the Toolbox Murders, which I was excited to see because I've been looking for it for a while. So I grabbed it for €1 and came home and threw it in. And then I realized that this wasn't the one that I wanted. This is actually a remake of the one that I had been looking for. I wanted the one from the 70s. But this is a remake from Tobe Hooper, which, okay, so I was not disappointed to learn that when I got home, because Tobe Hooper, he's cool. And this movie is Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I don't think it's great. I mean, it's definitely not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and maybe even not Poltergeist, but it's okay. It has some familiar faces in it. One of the women in it is what is her name? In For any of you that watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she played the girlfriend, the vampire girlfriend of Spike. What was her name? Drusilla. She played Drusilla in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So it was kind of cool to see her again, since I don't think I've seen her in anything except Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So that's kind of cool. Um, it could have been a bit gorier, a bit nastier, maybe. Um, but overall, it's okay. I mean, you know, don't think it's a great work of art or anything, but it's fine. Toolbox Murders, it's fine. It definitely, I guess, was worth the €1 that I paid for it. Yeah, definitely worth €1. I watched it all the way through. Didn't even check my phone too many times. Yeah, that's fine. What else have I got recently? I got what is this? Oh, somehow I put the card in front of it. Let me get rid of that. Evil Aliens, another one I picked up for €1 or €2. I had heard about this. Heard it was supposed to be really gory with cool special effects, low budget special effects. But it's terrible. Don't recommend that one at all either. Um, what I didn't like about it, this is the card inside that I like better than the cover art. What I didn't like about it is it clearly is inspired by a lot of, low or no budget horror films, Evil Dead and Peter Jackson stuff, the New Zealand stuff, not Lord of the Rings. Yeah, but it just seemed like it was copying all of that stuff. There's like gags from like Evil Dead in here. There's gags from Peter Jackson's early films, like not Dead Alive. What was the other one? The other gory one that he did. My brain. Bad Taste. Yeah, there's like gags from like Bad Taste in here. And it rips off a bunch of other movies too. So you can just watch the movie and be like, oh yeah, I saw that in Evil Dead, and oh yeah, that's from Bad Taste, and like, oh yeah, that's from this, and that's from that. And yeah, I don't know if there's an original thought in that film at all. I don't think so. I don't think there was an original thought in there at all. Yeah, too bad. Well, no. There is one kind of sexy alien. There's that. Don't know if that's worth it. Probably not. Probably not. Oh, and the last one here that I got recently is Splinter. This actually was quite good. If you haven't seen Splinter, I could recommend it. I heard about this one too, so I was excited they had it for a couple of euros. The really great monster in here, and some really cool creature effects. It's kind of like this mold or fungus that stabs you with these little pointy things, and then it infects you. And what's interesting about it is it doesn't really have much intelligence, so it just uses your body in kind of any way it can think of. So it'll bend and break your bones in order to move or whatever. And yeah, some really painful looking like transformation kind of scenes in here. You get like a little hand that at one point detaches and runs around, and that's kind of cool. And it's a very simple movie, very low budget movie. Like probably, well, excuse me, 90% of it takes place at one location, a gas station, which is great. Just low budget, simple, great idea, good acting. One of the guys in it is actually pretty well known. Doesn't have his name here. Yeah, he's good, which I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, great movie. Totally recommend that one, Splinter. My only complaint about it is I think, to a certain extent, I think they're a little embarrassed by their low budget. So they do a lot of kind of shaky cam and fast cuts around one of the bigger sort of creatures, like a more human-sized creature, not the little hand, like that's on camera and looks great, but one of the bigger ones. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't mind like goofy looking special effects. I prefer that over like shaky cam and quick edits. Just show me the monster. Like that's fine. If I can see the seams, whatever. I'll get over it. Yeah, but yeah, that's my only criticism. Would have liked to have seen more of the monster, even though it might have looked fake. But fine with me. Look fake. Well, that's it. That's all I got recently. But nobody showed up to chat with me. So I consider this a failure. I don't think I'll save this video. No. Oh, one person, Southern Cinephile, which I don't know if you're here, says, I'm certainly waiting for this. Well, if you're here, say hi. Otherwise, I'm going to turn this off. I don't think anyone's here. All right, then I'm turning this off.